Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? It's 7. We'll wait for the YouTube to switch over. We'll see how far behind we are. There we go. All right. There is a whole 3 people in here as far as I can tell. So all 3 of you better hit that like button. One of them are me. I already did it. One of them is Roham. He already did it. Yo, Caleb. I don't know how many people are actually in here. Let me refresh. Probably not like an insane amount because this is not like a giveaway or anything, but. All right. So first. Yes, I promised vintage cards. We will get to the vintage cards. I'll show you some of those first. There's the big boy right there. There is the big boy. The binder that you see underneath is the giveaway binder. And I wanted to kind of go over the giveaway binder a little bit first, kind of show where we're at, where it's pretty much finalized at. Can you guys hear me all right? You guys hear me just fine? I don't know because there's such a huge delay that it doesn't matter. The condition of the Charizard, I would say, is it's it's better than what you would think for a card that is that old, and this is going to be a problem with my lighting, isn't it? Okay. Well, the giveaway binder is this. As of right now, we have, yes, 4 Oricorios and 2 Eevees on one page. Oh man, this lighting is going to be a real big problem, isn't it? Hang on, let me see if I can adjust that real quick. Of course, that would be the one thing that I don't fix before. This one, we turn you down a little bit. Does that help? Whatever, we deal with it. I'm not doing the pose right now. I'm not doing the pose right now. There's 4. There's 4. You couldn't see that one. There's 4 of them. Yeah. So it's pretty split. It's pretty split among, do we want to trade it or do we not want to trade it right now? A lot of people say just leave them in there for there, you can kind of see it that way. That's one of the pages. So I've got a Wartortle that matches these 2 that says it was delivered. I don't have the audio playing. Oh, maybe, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. There, no, I don't. Sorry guys, I'm new here. I've never done this before. So the Wartortle that was for here says it was delivered. It was not delivered. So I don't know what I'm going to have to do there to get that fixed. But I'm probably just going to end up buying another one for these. And then there are 2 more Wartortles coming for this page. So there will be 6 of each. And that's pretty cool. Squirtle-wise, that one's probably my favorite. This one, close second. And then I like the old vintage stuff. I'm obviously a little biased. The first partner stuff, like, yeah, that's cool, but eh. And I just thought the Topps cards were pretty cool. Hey, what's up, Ben? How you doing? And then still up for debate, but the Morpeko is in there. I haven't decided if I just want to steal that from you guys or not. Oh, we'll find out. Well, there's a couple more Blastoises on there. There's the Latias up here, just kind of holding down this page of the binder. We had to put a nice card in this side of the binder, otherwise no one would ever even want to look at it. but the real reasoning behind it is the yellow borders. But yeah, I am a huge fan, and actually I went into this binder thinking like, I'm not going to spend any money. Epic Collectors is donating. We're just going to go off of that. And then what did I do? I traded a bunch of cards to get what was here because I couldn't give away, I could not give away a Blastoise binder that didn't have any Blastoises or Squirtles or Wartortles in it. So turns out, yeah, I technically didn't spend money, but I did trade a good bit of stuff for it. I love the Mega Blastoise EX there. Love that card. I love the tag team. I love this one too. The Mew one and the promo one, Big Man Blastoise is special. We like Big Man Blastoise. Oh, you like the Rocket Wartortle? Yeah, I'm a fan as well. If I would have known that I was going to get this vintage binder, I would not have put this card in here. I could have just got it out of the vintage binder and been good. But ironically enough, the only base set holo that is not in that vintage binder is the Blastoise. So that's fine. But and then there's a couple more things on this page, but it's mostly just junk. So I mean, people like the Pikachu. I got a lot of good feedback on that one. Maybe a Pikachu type binder will be the next thing we do, but sadly enough, I have to kind of, due to financial reasons and I keep putting way too much of my own damn money into these things. I can't help it. I just love building binders. Like it's just really fun. And when I gave the first binder away, the guy that won it sent me pictures of him with the binder, and it was really heartwarming and all of that fun stuff. So it felt pretty good to give it to somebody that really wanted it. My fear is that this binder goes to somebody that's just going to sell it. And I would hate that. I would hope that whoever won it would keep it and use it to start their collection or add it to their collection, or maybe they just really needed a cool binder. Lucario theme would be hard, but yeah, I mean, definitely, we could do it. There's just like, it's just more difficult. And on top of that now, I'm affiliated with Goat Armor. So the company that does this binder, I won't be working with anymore. I liked Ravaver because they make really cool binders. They look really cool, but it was impossible for me to track how many sales I brought them, and which meant I didn't get paid. So like I was doing a lot of free promoting for them and getting a lot of nothing in return. So with Goat Armor, I have like, oh yeah, Matthew Dillard, there he is. Yep. He won the Charizard one. How's it going, man? Have you added anything to that binder yet? That's so cool. I'm so glad you're in here. People are like, who won the first binder? That didn't happen. You're lying. I'm like, whatever, dude. Like, I don't even have to do it. I could have easily been like, no, this is the guy. Here's a picture of him with it. No, we're not doing that. We don't. That picture was just for me to know, like, hey, cool, you got it. You're happy with it. I don't like posting other people. That's not fun. Okay, so that's pretty much where we're at. This binder at the moment is worth about $550. It's a pretty big giveaway. Epic Collectors donated, I want to say 6 or 7 of the packs, and the rest was me. So Ravaver sent the binder out for free. The binder is $30 on the TikTok shop. Oh, a couple more Charizard promos. Nice. You should. My son is in the chat. He's Roro Monstar. He is a huge Charizard fan. He's got some pretty good cards himself. Nothing crazy, but what sticker do I got? Let me find out. Do people actually do anything with these? Because I can get you like a lot of them. I might know a guy. Oh, I got none. No sticker in this one. Oh, this is from the 6 packs. They're not from the 20 ounces. All right. I mean, if you need stickers from Coke bottles, I could get theoretically as many of those as you wanted. I don't work for Coke, but I work for somebody that has a lot of Coke in their building. So this binder is really cool, but I don't want to talk about it too much because there's still another short coming out, and I've got 57 freaking videos about it already. So I already pulled the pages out of this binder, and I just want to start by saying this is a little bit more common than you may think. There are people everywhere that are sitting on stuff like this that just don't have any idea what they're worth. But these cards were mailed to me. Oh yeah, I love the mat too. The mat's really nice. These cards were mailed to me in this binder. This binder probably was new when the cards were put in it. It is a 3-ring binder. It is beat to shit. Please don't ever put your cards in something like this. Please, please, please. If you have to, then you have to. But yeah. So I already took all the cards out of the binder. Not all. I didn't take them out of the sleeves. I took them out of the rings, so they'd be safe from the rings. And then the box, when the box came in, the box was mangled. So, Mark, it was not a nice looking binder. Let's not do that. The box, when it got delivered, was mangled. And I had put $4,000 worth of insurance on this box. So I had to go through some of the stuff beforehand. I wanted to kind of all do it on one video, but the box was mangled. I was worried about the cards, so we went through some of them. I'm going to save one. I'm going to save this card here, which you're not going to see. You could see the back of it. But that is my favorite card in the whole binder. And I showed you the Charizard already. Let me zoom in a little bit. Ah, cameras. So I showed you this card already. This Charizard was in there. And the guy you see in chat, Jongler, him and I have, how long have we been buddies online? Like forever? I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while. And he just happened to have this binder. It is not near mint. It is not. I'll show you. One thing that Mark commented earlier, my camera makes cards look better than they actually look. So if you look at the front of it, you can see down on the edges and down around the corner. It's been since whenever I met Liam, when it was the raid before the Jaina Proudmoore raid. I can't remember. It was forever ago. It was in Legion or something. But then you look at the back and you can see all the whitening. Yeah, Battle for Azeroth. Yeah, it was that long ago. You can see all the whitening around the edges and all that other stuff, right? So it's definitely not mint. I would put it closer to HP. The front looks pretty good. But you do have some bleed around the edges there. Yeah, it's been a while. So I'm pretty new to this whole content creation thing. I just started doing this in January, the very beginning of January. So he's had this binder just kind of sitting around for all of that time. And never really thought much of it because, yeah, the cards, if you look at them, there's some damage there. But the thing that you got to keep in mind about these vintage cards is that doesn't necessarily mean the card's worthless, right? Like, there are a lot of people out there. Yeah, Battle for Azeroth is the last expansion that I played, like, seriously. I did a little bit of Classic, but I guess you could say I played that seriously. I was in a US #1 guild. So, but I mean, that's not anything like retail. So you're going to keep sidetracking me when I talk to the chat here. That's fine. So this card right here, in the condition it's in, you would never think, right? You would never think that it would be worth much if you weren't already exposed to Pokemon and that kind of stuff. But this card in this condition last sold. No, 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 Benz, you're okay, man. You're okay. Chat away, dude. Don't worry about me. I have ADHD, so I'm going to get sidetracked by everything. It ain't your fault. Chat away. That's what we're here for. So this card here, in the condition that it's in, last sold on eBay, is $1,002. So when Mark brought out this binder and showed me this, I was like, holy shit, dude, do you realize what you're sitting on here? And he was like, no, what do you mean? I figured this whole thing was worthless. I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm just looking at the binder and I'm drooling. I'll be 40 in September. I'm old. So I know I don't act old, but I'm old. I'm old enough. I'm old enough to have bought this when it was new. so I get it, right? But yeah, the last sold of this was $1,002 in this condition. And I was like, I could price them out for you, but without being able to actually look at them and see them. Yeah, I mean, you got to think like, I probably couldn't tell you the value of, I don't know, other random things, right? Like if you're not in this, if you don't participate, if you're not looking this stuff up, you have no idea. So it's kind of hard to, yeah, it's kind of hard. And if you look at like the modern scene, if the card's not perfect, it's worthless. so there's kind of, not worthless, but you know what I mean? It's either a top chaser, it's perfect, or it's worthless. So a lot of these cards they're not like terrible, but you can see there's a lot of, these were played. No, this is not a donation. I am actually selling these for Mark. So because I have an eBay store where I've got, 1,000+ sales on it, and I already kind of understand the market very well, it made more sense that he sent it to me because I'm going to get the most amount of value out of it. Now this card is actually pretty clean. There is a couple issues on the back, but it is nothing. Hang on a second. Before I go handling all these, I got gloves for this very reason. I don't like touching cards that are this old. And this was probably the only time that you'll see me put gloves on to handle a card. But I think we ought to be responsible here. I feel weird. It's like surgery time. All right. We're pulling out the blue gloves. I couldn't find white ones. But when you're talking about cards like this, I mean, a Venusaur in that kind of condition, shadowless, is tough, right? Very tough. And then the back, you see a little bit of whitening, corners and edges, right? We're not getting a 10 here. But the surface is good. The centering's decent. It's stuff that you just wouldn't. I mean, look at that card. It still pops. Card's 25 years old. Like, ridiculous. Like, it's still in really good shape. And you're probably not going to see a lot like that. I think the last I looked at it on eBay, it was somewhere close in heavily played. It was still somewhere close to like $200 to $300. Heavily played. I would probably put this around like MP. It's probably not, it might classify as LP. And if it classifies as LP, you're going up. You're going up. So pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, he showed me the binder and I pretty much just got like crappy phone pictures of it. So that's what the whole point of this video, of what I'm doing with them is I'm going to decide which ones we should grade and which ones we shouldn't. Because with vintage cards, a lot of them are worth grading. But with the grading market right now and with PSA and tag having their value tier shut off, it's a lot harder because it's $149 to grade any card right now. Any card is $149. So you've got to be real careful with what you send in. Like for example, what'd I do with it? I put it back. This is a card that I would grade because the value of it in raw versus a 10, it's 149 right now because the only tiers that are available are the priority tiers. They have the value tiers all shut off. So, yeah. But this was the one that we pulled on Father's Day. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks right now. Now, the rumor is right now they're going to be turning their value tiers back on in like November. But I would grade this because this in a PSA 10 or a tag 10 is over $1,000, where raw, it's worth 330. I also set it through Holodecks and digital grading, and they gave me like a 9.8. So like everything's pretty good. There's a little bit of centering issue, but that's it. Everything else is perfect. So like that I would grade. But you also have to figure like if the difference between like raw and a PSA 7 is a couple $100 and it's going to cost you $149 just to grade it, you might as well just sell it raw. And or hold on to it until the value tiers open back up. You're going to wait a little bit longer, but yeah. And then we have this Gyarados, which is in pretty bad shape. I wouldn't grade this. You can see if I get the angle right, like there's little hollow scratches and stuff like that down at the bottom there. Like Mark was saying earlier, the card looks better on my camera than it does in person. So there's things that I'm going to be able to point out a little bit easier than otherwise. And then the back, we're pretty beat up, right? Centering looks good, but edges, corners, surface is all beat to hell. But even a card like this, still has value. And that's kind of the point, right? I don't know what grade you would call this. It's probably under damaged. And even damaged, I mean, you're still getting 10, 20 bucks out of it. But you got to think in this binder, there's a lot of cards. There are a lot. Articuno is kind of in the same type of shape as the Gyarados was. I'm not going to pull like every single one of these out of it, but there's little scratches. You can see them in the lighting there. Jungle Vaporeon. Cool card. The surface actually looks pretty good, but the edges are beat. You can see little dings and stuff up there. Shadowless Machamp. This card is way even more beat up than the other ones were. Still probably 10 bucks. So my thoughts on that, on fixing things. Once you send something off to be repaired, you can no longer grade it. It's going to show up as altered. Yes. To me, as a collector, as somebody that isn't just loaded with money, I would much rather have this card than a PSA 10 slab. That's just how I am. Like, you still have the card. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. It's still the card. And I feel a lot better about owning this card than I do having a $1,000 slab just sitting on my shelf. Like I said, I'm all about the artworks and whatnot. Just having a price tag on something doesn't mean much to me. The Hitmonchan was in pretty good shape. You could see some of the same issues around the edges and whatnot, but the surface is pretty good. This card is a hard card to grade, period, even fresh out of a pack. Anytime you have a card with that much hollow surface, well, and like I was saying, like this binder that he sent me is that binder that everybody talks about that they wish they still had from when they were a kid, right? Like, oh man, I wish I still had my binder from when I was a kid. This is that binder. The Hitmonchan's in pretty good shape. I'd put that at probably LP to MP, somewhere in the middle. The edge wear is going to be really hard to put it above anything above that. And then this Clefairy, pretty good shape, actually. Pretty happy with that one. I should probably move my stream thing to over here. Here, let me do that so I'm looking more at the camera and not at my thing here. There we go. All right, so that's much better. So now, well, in 1999, no, Pokemon wasn't like you could buy Pokemon anywhere, anytime for less than what they sold it off the shelf for. Like that's the difference. Is now you're lucky if you can buy it off the shelf. Back then, there is an eBay link in the description, but it's not. None of this stuff is listed yet. I'm gonna go through like all of it and see what I want to do with it first. I haven't decided. I might auction it. So I'm selling this for Mark. I'm not keeping any of the money. This is for him. This is for him. So I'm trying to maximize the amount of money that he gets out of it. There will be today several cards that you see that will just probably go straight to eBay. But I'm also trying to make sure that Mark gets the most money he can out of this. Yeah. If like back in the day, if you were like really in the scene and you weren't just like a kid buying them from the mall, you could find packs for less than retail. Well, Chansey. This was another one of those cards that it just has so much hollow area that it was really hard to grade. This one's not in great shape either. This Mewtwo is pretty banged up. It was warped pretty hard. I'm sure if I put a weight on it, you're not going to see it because it's in the top loader. I'm sure if I put a weight on it, it would straighten it up. It's not bent. It's just warped. Back of it's pretty rough. But that's kind of the whole point of this is like, yeah, the cards are beat up. They're not in great shape. It's not the best condition ever. But, I mean, how many people in the chat right now could justify spending, $20 on one of these cards or $40 on one of these cards versus going and finding a near mint copy? Like, which one would you rather pay the money for? Serious question. Because I can tell you that there's a lot of vendors out there that will tell me, I would take the ones that you have here versus the other ones because I can sell them like that. I can sell them so much faster. And we'll just kind of go through these pretty quick. So there's a Raichu. Ninetales, this one was kind of beat up, but it wasn't too bad. It was a little warped. So I got them all in top loaders just to like kind of preserve them a little bit. Little bassy base and Zapdos. Love that card. I love the artwork on the base cards too. It's probably just because I'm old and nostalgic, but it's whatever. This Gyarados is beat. He is beat. Still a really cool card though. I can remember pulling most of these when I was a kid still. Magneton from Fossil. This one's pretty beat up. This one hurts my heart. This one, I think, out of all the cards in the binder, hurt the most. You can see how bad that is on camera. Oh man, first edition Holo Zapdos from base set. This card in a PSA 5, a 5 even, would sell for almost $900. Yeah, in a 5. So in the condition it's in now, it would be damaged. I don't know what I could really call it. It's still got value. It's still a really cool card. And I'm sure Adam could probably tell you that he played with it, right? And that's really cool. And then we got, let's see, Jungle Venomoth. Pretty cool card. it's quite possible that it would grade as a 1, and that's another kind of curveball, right? Like, there are people out there that collect 1s. So, yeah. Yeah, exactly, flip side. Like, I would take this stuff. If I was going to buy stuff to put in a binder and I wanted some vintage, this is what I would be looking for. I don't have the money to go and spend thousands on perfect condition cards. I just don't. There was one of the promo Mews. It's always a pretty cool card. This one was bent. There's an actual bend in it. It would probably come out, but I don't know. I don't know if you can even see it. You can kind of see it. It's down here on this bottom corner. If I get the light on it like just perfectly right. So yeah, it's got that bend right there. But this is a fan favorite card, not a super expensive one though. Most people that want this, yeah, that's good if you can't see it. No, you can see it. You can see it. There's another Raichu. That one's not in bad shape. Dragonair and a Beedrill. These are non-hollows. I like the Dragonair. It's a cool card. But the Beedrill is a first edition. It's in pretty rough shape though. Yeah, I mean, I would take that stack of cards versus a stack of PSA 10s any day. And then I'm going to show this now because this is my favorite card in the binder. It's also in the best shape out of any other card in the binder, somehow. Somehow this one is in the best shape out of any other card that you're going to see today. I would put a near mint on this one. I would put a near mint on this one. Now, someone in the chat, if you can correct me if I'm wrong, you have, that's dust. That's on the top loader. You have a little bit of whitening, a little ding on the corner. If there was one card in the binder other than the Charizard that I would want to be in a really good shape, it'd be this one. Centering is a little off, but everything else looks really good. And it's Gengar, so it's only going to go up. Yeah, I mean, the sentimental value is one thing, right? If you don't really care much for Pokemon or anymore, and you used to, and now it's just kind of like, I could use some money, right? Yeah, exactly. The Gengar, right? Now everyone's catching up to where I am, but it's that card is beautiful. I love that card. And we're gonna put him up there so I can look at him for a little bit longer. Okay, so honorable mentions. These cards were sitting in the pocket behind a zipper. So that's kind of what we're talking about as far as grading. Is now the best time to sell? That is going to be a really hard question to answer. If it were me, these vintage cards only get more expensive. Yes, everything that you're going to see today is for sale. Everything that's coming from this is going to be for sale. It's not posted or anything, but it is going to be for sale. But keep in mind, like, I'm selling this for somebody and I'm trying to get them the most money I can for it. So I'm going to have to figure out exactly how I want to sell it. So these cards were sitting in a zippered pocket of the binder. Actually, hang on. If you can see it, they were sitting in this pocket, just loose. Now, those cards are not very expensive. I think the most expensive one there is maybe $5. But $5 is $5, am I right? So, I mean, it's Machamp, Swinub, Unknown. I remember, like, when the Unknown cards first came out as a kid, like, how cool it was to have one of those. Larvitar and a mail from Bill. Okay, so they're still in the pages. There are still some really cool cards. Those were just the ones that I kind of pulled out because I was making sure that I wasn't going to have to file an insurance claim. And there are still a lot of cards. There are still a lot of cards. There are 10 to 15 pages still. That was from 2 pages, I believe. Yeah, there's a lot. There is a lot. The thing that I found the most funny, in one pocket here, can't be mad at him because he was probably a kid when he did it. There were 5 cards. There were 5 cards in one pocket. And Roro might be a little mad about this one because I think we did just buy some of these. There's the Dark Charmeleon. That card's really cool. You have a Sun-Faded Charmeleon and a regular print Charmeleon. And then you have a Blaine's Charmeleon. Gym Challenge. My favorite of all of those would be the the Rocket Edition. That thing is so cool. I'm going to have to hide those before Roham comes over next because they'll disappear, trust me. Sun-Faded, extra rare, very rare, yep. So the rest of these cards I haven't gone through yet. I haven't looked at. I will tell you there is a first edition Hollow Snorlax in here that I'm excited to get to. But a lot of them, you can tell they've been out in the sun for a while. I'm not going to spend too much time on some of the, uncommons and commons. We'll get to the good stuff, but I want to get them sleeved up at the very least. And then at least make sure that they're protected. Yeah, I mean, what did we do with our cards when we were kids? We threw them all over the place. I mean, we played with them, right? They were playing cards. Now we're adults and we're acting like that there's some kind of morality behind protecting your cards. No, if you're a kid, you're a kid, man. Be a kid. How could you get mad at a kid? They don't give a shit what the card's worth. They just think it looks cool, and that's what it's all about. Now, I was watching something online the other day where Beard Dad Cards was talking about how his chat donates a lot of money to his his people that come up to his table, and he'll get like 5-year-olds that'll come up and the chat will just donate like a ridiculous amount of money, right? And Beard Dad's like, I'm not gonna give that 5-year-old $500 worth of cards, right? Like they don't care. You give them an EX, they like it just as much as they like the other one. Like there's a line somewhere, right? I really like that Blaine's Charmeleon. That's a cool card. We'll get to some much better stuff. Don't worry, but we're just gonna go through page by page and we're gonna pull it out of this dirty. Oh my God. Like I said, not mad, but there's like dirt. There's dirt. So a lot of these we're going to take a microfiber cloth to. We're going to get them cleaned a little bit. But like some of them, they've got little creases and wrinkles and stuff. There's not really much saving them. What I'm trying to determine are the ones that I can get up to at least an HP. If I can get them to an HP, then they might be worth grading. But they need to be at least an HP before I can even figure that part out. Because if they're not, then your only hope is getting a 1. Magikarp, he's been out in the sun and in the ocean. He's got, it feels a little wet there. Been drooled on. I should have probably just like cut all these pages before so I didn't have to do all this. Here, let's do this. And please, if anything, don't use these top-loaded binders because the cards can very easily just kind of come out of there if they're not in there good. This is so cool. And like I've told Mark 1,000 times, I really, really appreciate them, Mark and Adam, I really, really appreciate them sending me this because I'm a content creator, right? Like, I can make video after video after video on these cards, and not only that, I get to see them, and I haven't seen a lot of these cards in a very, very long time. Haunter. Oh, that dugong is wrecked. You know, if you can see how wrecked it is. There's like a clear bend in that corner. Oh, it just started storming. Yeah, first edition Magmar. It's dirty, but it's not, and otherwise it's not bad shape. Oh, never mind. Till I saw the back. Till I saw the back. Pretty cool though. I mean, yeah. Electrode. There's another rare. Oh man, that one's beat up. There's dirt. But like a lot of this dirt that you see on these cards, that can be wiped off. Oh yeah, the God, man. You know that short? You know how long ago I pulled that God pack? It was back in February. That short has been rolling for like 3 months. I almost forget I even pulled one at this point. That's how long it was. That Pikachu when I pulled it was worth less than 500 bucks. And then it just kind of skyrocketed after I sold the damn thing. A question I get asked a lot about that. Why'd you sell it? Why'd you sell it? Okay, so I am trying to become a popular content creator, or trying to be trying to do something for me and my son that we both can enjoy, right? A lot. This niche hobby, whatever you want to call it, costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money. If anybody tells you it's cheap, they're freaking lying or on drugs or both. At the time, it was, okay, I could keep the cards, but how would I afford to make new content or sell it so I can buy more packs and make more content? So that was the choice I made. It was a modern set, right? So it's like, okay, they're still printing this. There's no reason for Ascended Heroes prices to be where they're at right now either. They're ridiculous. $1,400 for a card they're still printing is insane. It is so insane. A lot of this market right now, I'm not saying that it's going to crash or that, ooh, this card's actually in really good shape. I'm not saying it's going to crash. I'm not saying like, oh, the bubble's going to pop. People are hoarding mountains. Mountains of Ascended Heroes in their garage, in their basement, whatever it may be. Meanwhile, Pokemon is still printing it. At some point, these people are going to decide to sell it. When everybody decides to sell it, I'll tell you, you can get packs of, you can still find sometimes Astral Radiance, Lost Origins, Brilliant Stars for the same price as Ascended Heroes. They're not printing those sets anymore. So why? Why are we paying $15, $16 a pack for Ascended Heroes right now at market? There will be a point where the prices do come down. How much they come down? I don't know. Will they raise before they come down again and then level out where they're at right now? I don't know. I'm not an investor, bro. Yeah, I mean, I like to stay up with whatever the new set is, and then from like a content perspective, I would much rather open up like Crown Zenith. I love opening Crown Zenith. It is just so much fun. Probably my favorite set to open right now. There are just so many hits. Like it just feels good. I remember though, when Crown Zenith came out. When it first came out, people hated it. Who remembers when Crown Zenith first came out that people hated it? Oh, the Ivysaur is in pretty good shape. A little base set Ivysaur? Okay. I should probably start separating the ones that I think are in pretty good shape now that I'm thinking about it. Which one was the other one? The Kadabra. That Arcanine's decent. Nah. Kuna's not. Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto looks really good. So, I mean, like, you got some cards in here that are... I don't know that I'd put them minty, but... Yeah, they're up there. They're doing pretty good. I mean, there are some that are just wrecked, right? But some of them held pretty well. Dugong. And like another thing you got to keep up is if it's just dirt, the dirt can come off. Wiping off some dirt never hurt anything. You like Ivysaur the most, huh? Nice. You might be a minority there. I love the Bulbasaur IR from 151, but it's typically not like my go-to. The context of this stream is I'm just kind of going through these vintage cards and we're chatting. I wanted like a way to kind of hang out with the community and look at some cool shit and talk about whatever's going on. These cards are for sale. I just don't have them listed yet. So if you see something and you really want to buy it, join my Discord and shoot me a message. Or email me or something, right? Like, if you're really interested in it, we can talk. But I also don't want to answer like 5,000 messages that say, hey, can I get that card for free? Or for $5 or whatever? You know, like, that'll get you on the ignore real quick. And then I was hoping that Goat Armor would get my message fast enough and send me a binder so I could put them in a better binder, but they did not. This page is pretty beat up, pretty much all the way across. Ghastly. He's not bad. Some of these definitely like got wet at some point. Some of these definitely got wet at some point. Oh, Coughing's in pretty good shape. When you say EX, are you talking about just the actual EX, or are you talking about like the SIRs? Ooh, poor Charmander. That back is broke. Some of these I'm not even going to sleeve. Nidorino's in good shape. Yeah, really good shape. We like that. Hello from Vancouver. What's up, man? How you doing? I hear it's pretty expensive to live out there. Oh, that Porygon's in really good shape, actually. Might put that in the minty pile. Well, good thing that one wasn't in good shape. JK, that is. Doduo. Now the back's messed up. You break it, you buy it. Okay, look up the cost of a base set Doduo. Unlimited. Hey, what's up, Lego? How you doing? It's going pretty good. Right now, we're going through a lot of the boring pages. We're going through the boring pages. I promise you, there are some much better ones in here. Promise you. This is just kind of tedious. Usually I keep them and then I'll go donate them or give them to the LCSs around here. I just dropped over like a stack of 500. Yeah, Lego, here, let me catch you up. I'll give you the quick and dirty rundown. So this guy's in there. This is probably the best card in the binder. Well, it's not the best card in the binder, in my opinion. You have a really good shaped Gengar fossil. No, the Doduo was not shadowless. It's right here. And then we've got a base set Shadowless Charizard. And then an actually pretty good condition base set Shadowless Venusaur. The Alakazam wasn't in great shape, but it was there. There's all kinds of other stuff. I'm going to probably, at the end of this, when I get done, like, pulling all this apart and sorting what I think is okay versus what's not okay and all that other kind of stuff. I'll go back through, like, all the cards, but at the rate I'm going right now, it's going to take me forever. Base set Shadowless Charizard? No. If it was a first edition and it was mint, yes. But it is not mint and it is not first edition. But it is the most expensive card that was in this binder. In the condition that it's in, it's about $1,000 card still. It's still about $1,000. Not cheap by any sense of the word. I mean, there's a good bit of decent conditioned cards in here. There's a good bit of them. It's not quite abandoned. What I'm doing is Jongler in chat there. This is his binder, him and his brother, Adam. He's sending it to me because, you know, I do what I do and I am selling it for him. I am not keeping any of the money. I'm going to give him all the money. I'm doing this because I get content out of it, right? And I get to show it to a lot of people that want to see it. Starmie's pretty good shape. Yeah. And plus, I just get to see a bunch of cards that I haven't seen in a really long time. This page was pretty solid. We'll just do this. We'll do like, I'm going to do LP on this side, my right, and then anything worse will go on the left. That way we can get through it pretty quick, because otherwise we ain't getting through it. And there's still a lot of cool cards in here that I want you guys to see. Yeah, Lego, I'd be checking that out. If it's like sports cards, though, I don't know anything about sports cards. Koga's Weedle. What's Koga doing putting his Weedle out there like that? He's in good shape. Some of these cards, you can just clean it and it'll be fine. I mean, that's solid. That is solid. Blaine's Mankey. Yeah, if it's old Pokemon, do it. Hell, tell her to send it to me. I was thinking about putting down at the bottom of this, hey, do you have a collection that you want me to do this with? Here, email me. I'll go through it. But this is one of those things, like, you won't see this every day. You just won't. Well, I'm sure, like, there's plenty of people out there that have this kind of stuff just sitting around. I mean, that's why like you watch Antiques Roadshow with your grandparents, right? And people just walk in there with like World War I artifacts, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I just had this in my closet." I'd be chirping her up. Hey neighbor, hey, what's up? You gonna let me see those cards yet, please? I mean, like, no big deal or anything. They're probably not worth much, but I'm bored or something. Imposter Professor Oak. We in good shape. I mean, the good shape pile is stacking up. That's all I'm saying. The good shape pile is stacking up. It's actually stacking up faster than the bad shape pile. It's a little dirt that'll come off. You've eaten a brick before. I mean, I've felt like I've eaten a brick before, but all these rare trainer cards. No, a trainer. Scoop up, like you get that, and like you're like, ah, damn it. Hated pulling those. Pokemon Trader, first edition. Sneaky. Not in great shape. That one looks clean. Yeah, we're good there. I promise you there are better cards in here. Look, see the next page? You see that? See, we're getting there. Just let me get through the trainers, okay? Pokemon Breeder. This card feels weird. I'm gonna call fake card here. We're gonna put this aside. I don't think that card's real. You see the difference there? Yo, Mark, did you send me some fake cards? What's going on? What's going on, man? Adam, where you at? Well, one, it's like, it's really thin. It's really thin. The stock is super thin. Two, the print. If you look at the print, the sizing is off. It's tall. Yeah. Interesting. Kind of same thing. Color's all wrong. It's taller than the other one too. I'll let you guys be the judge. I'll let you guys be the judge, but that doesn't look real to me. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe it like came from something else. I'm not sure, but like if you look, the ink's all smudged down on the bottom. It's just way different. A mint base set Shadowless Charizard at Goodwill for 20 bucks. Sign me up. I'm headed there. We're going now. Let's go. So, I don't know what you guys know about like misprints or gray stamps. Let me see if I can find another one to compare it to. Now, it's not going to matter much on like a on like a trainer card. But can you see the darkness difference? A lot of these trainer cards just feel odd. I mean, maybe I don't know enough about it, but I don't think this, I don't think there's any way this one is real. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be stupid and it could be from, Jesus, look at this, the cut on that one. Holy moly. It was almost miscut. See you, Lego. All right, we're getting to the good stuff. We got one more page of these trainers. I'll try and go a little bit faster before everyone gets bored and bails. Oh my God. Bro, look at this card. It looks like it was soaked in detergent. What happened? Jesus. It just serves as a reminder, if you think centering is bad now, it's not a new thing. It's always been bad. Team Rocket. Yeah, I mean, we got some of all that stuff in here. What'd you get that box for? Oh yeah, I mean, if the thing is this binder here, it's like eventually I'm gonna sell the cards, right? And then I just won't have it anymore. So if someone wants to send me some more stuff like this, that would be great. I do actually have a buddy that has a bunch of black and white era cards, a whole binder, and I've been trying to get it from him for a while, but our schedules just really haven't lined up. That'll be a cool one to do because a lot of people don't know those cards, like at all. Yeah, if your buddy said, I've got some old cards in there free. See, what do you mean, Mark? His buddy gave him the cards for free. You can't just give me these for free? What the hell? I could never. I could never. With morals and whatnot, like, that's not good. Like, even if your buddy gave me those for free, I'd be like, look, dude, oh, that's got a crease in it. That's got a bad crease in it. It would be fun to do, right? The thing is with this binder is like right now, all you're seeing me do is sort through them. There is so much more work that goes into this than what I'm doing now. Because I'm going to have to sit here and go through every single card and figure out if it's worth grading or not. Then I'm going to have to figure out, okay, if I'm going to grade it, how long is it going to take to get it? And then I'm going to have to figure out who I'm going to sell it to if I do grade it. But by the time I get done with all this, some of this stuff, I mean, it'll be over a month before I finish this one binder. All right, let's look at some of the prettier. I've been eyeing this Snorlax since I opened the binder. First edition Jungle Snorlax. I'm almost scared to flip it around because I can see a lot of the edges here. It's not terrible. It's not okay. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. Yo, Roro, let me get a price check on that. If you can, give me, let's go with the MP. MP quality. Can you do that, bud? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I don't know how long it's going to take Roe to do this. I'll just look it up. Yeah, 215 bucks for HP. Yeah, that's there you go. Just 200 bucks, just chilling in a binder. That's ungraded. I bet if I graded this, a 6 is possible. A 6 is possible. Is it likely? Maybe not. Yeah. Yeah, an HP was 215. An MP. Yeah, 250. 250 on MP. I'm looking at price charting, so it's anywhere, but yeah, I mean, just middle of the binder, crazy card, just chilling there. Mark, you out there seeing dollar signs in your eyeballs yet? That's crazy. I promised there was still some good stuff in there. I promised. Electrode, Jungle. That one is not in as good a shape. But it's not bad. It's not terrible. That's just a little dirt, actually. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, you're not seeing $50,000 for PSA 10. There's not a card in here that's going to be PSA 10. The Electrode's in decent shape, though. $5 on what, bud? Oh, no, that Vaporeon is so bent. $5 for a hollow Electrode? Jesus, that sucks. This is the kind of stuff that's like, I could do this all day, every day. Now, could people watch me do this all day, every day? Maybe not, but this scratches the itch. Oh, all right. This thing is beat to shit. DMG. A high-graded first edition Togetic. TCG live codes. Is there, out of all the people in the chat right now, how many people actually use the TCG live codes? Because I feel like they never get redeemed when I show them. And it takes time, so a lot of times they just don't. Adam's favorite card was definitely a Zapdos because they're all beat to hell. That is for sure. Like, those Zapdoses are beat up more than anything else. It's a pretty card. Yeah, I just dropped mine off at the LCS. Mr. Mime. I like the hollow pattern there. I don't like the Pokemon though. That's pretty cool. You might be alone on a very tiny boat that is the TCG Live. I mean, I have a Pokemon TCG Pocket. It's a first edition Clefable. There is a crease right down the middle though. You almost can't see it, but you can definitely see it. I don't know if I can get you in close enough there. Yeah, there you go. So damaged. Still though, it's first edition, it's jungle. It's still got value. What's up, Lindsay? Welcome, welcome. You finally made it. I was wondering if you were going to show up or not. Oh man, what card is this? Please don't be something good. Ah, no, poor Pidgeot. Can somebody tell me why this Pidgeot doesn't have a jungle stamp on it? Man, that thing is mangled. Unfortunate. Documented error. Pidgeot not having the stamp on it. Tough looks pretty good. See, I woke up Roro, now he's pricing everything for me. Thanks, bud. Are you giving me near mint prices or are you giving me HP prices? Pinsir, first edition jungle. Alright, that ain't too bad. It's got some issues. Surface looks pretty good. Yeah, that's a pretty card. I like that one. Yeah, it's been a long time since Pinsir's had anything, really. Got some surface scratches, but otherwise not terrible. Not bad. That Raichu's pretty good. Yeah, I'm sometimes a little weary with collector because they're usually pretty high on their prices, but for cards like this, like they should be pretty accurate. Ooh. First edition Jungle Kangaskhan. That's nice. There are people out there that would love this card. I didn't know that there was such a huge fan club for Kangaskhan. I had no idea. No idea. That must be like Mom's favorite Pokemon or something. $40 to $80 for a first edition Jungle Kangaskhan. There's no shot. Vileplume. It's pretty beat up. Pokemon's so weird. It's not terrible, actually. Not terrible. This one's effed. This makes me sad. This card is screwed. I don't know if you can see it from that angle or not. It is bent. Ah. And there ain't no fixing that, but we're going to sleeve it up anyway. Koga's Kakuna. It's in decent shape. Not bad. Put it in my decent shape pile after I drop it a bunch. Oh my god, if you want to see, there is a Ninetales in this binder that will break your heart. I promise. I might just skip to that. Jungle Hollow Clefable. Card number 1. Yeah. Here, I'll see if I can find it. There it is. Let's have a moment of silence for Ninetales. Well, you ain't gonna catch me singing on here, but I'll put her in a sleeve anyway, just so she doesn't feel neglected again. Poor thing. Put you over there. All right, so we got some. So since we skipped to this page and we've all already seen it now, we've got a couple of really cool ones on here that I want to check out. First edition Mysterious Fossil. That's not the... Why? These gloves make it so hard for me to hold on. It's in pretty good condition. Pretty good. And then we have a promo, Warner Brothers stamped Dragonite. Believe it or not, this card is not that expensive. But something tells me that eventually it will be. It's a PSA -1. Yeah, there's a Psyduck down there. Yep. I already have that one, so I'm not like geeking over it. Actually, this is in pretty good shape. I really like that card though. Really like it. So I have a feeling like eventually this card's going to end up jumping a lot in price. There's 2 of them in here. We got a couple more back here that I know you guys will really like too. Mewtwo promo. It's actually in pretty good shape. And back's kind of messed, but a Mew promo. Front's good shape. It's a good card. That's a good card. I'm going to need to load up some more top loaders here in a second. We're running low. We're not running low, but I'm running low on my Rip Buddy. I need like 2 minutes to go to the bathroom, and I will change my gloves so nobody thinks that I'm weird and go to the bathroom with gloves and come back. We've been through like 8 pages of this already, and there still feels like there's an insane amount of them still left. Lindsay, if you shoot me an email, we can work out something. I don't necessarily. Some of these cards are better. Like you make sure somebody that really wants them gets them. We'll figure something out. New gloves. Should Zacian be the best fighter of dragons ever? Ever? I don't know. Should he be good at it? I guess. This part's rough. Fastest. No. No. No, we never even saw this one. Flareon. A little beat up. He was behind the Ninetales. Pretty card. Love the holo on that. Read Nathan's earlier comment. Oh, okay. Dragon should be weak to sword because in Fairy Tales the hero is. Yeah. Yeah, the Flareon's nice. I really like it. I'll put my mic back on here in a second. It's on the desk. A lot of these cards too, like recent sales are pretty hard to come by. Flareon sold post-it. Did you look at this card? It is not in good shape. All this is gonna get posted, but I'm gonna go through a couple of different methods first and figure out the best way to do it. Because like I said, these are Jongler's cards, and I'm selling these for him, and I want to get him the most amount I can out of them. I would love to just get all of these cards in the hands of people that really appreciated them. But I would also like to keep food on Mark's table. So we've got a couple of purposes here. We're not selling these because we want to sell them. We're selling these because it's like a need at this point. Those two cards are extremely bent. Tentacool first edition. Good shape. Solid shape. We like that. Flaffy. I'm not a big Flaffy fan, but the card's in really good shape. Zubat first edition fossil. Great shape. Back, not great, but not terrible. I am a retail store leader. I've been working at my job now that I'm at now for 14 years. So I come home after working a very long day, and I do this, and this is fun for me. Fossil, Mr. Fuji, that's pretty bent. But also, like, this content creation stuff, guys, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of time. A lot of time. A lot of my days over the past 4 months have been 6 a.m. till 2 a.m. I'll get like 3 to 4 hours of sleep. The editing is the hardest. The Dark Gyarados is not in great shape. That might be a PC one. I'm gonna set that off to the side. Gambler. Ain't that the truth? Aren't we all just a bunch of gamblers? Good shape though. Zatu. Looks like someone spilled some maybe like a fruit roll-up on this thing or something. I sure hope I'm a megastar YouTuber one day. I sure hope. I've got to get a lot more time for editing. Editing is the part that no one really tells you about for YouTube, right? They always say, oh yeah, just do these 5 things and you're going to be fine. Gushers probably. Yeah, just do these 5 things is going to be fine. But what nobody talks about is like, if you see I post like a 20-minute video, that probably took me like 8 to 10 hours to edit. That's how long they take. I'm taking 3 to 4 hours of footage and condensing it down. And then putting it together in a way that makes sense for a video. Now, if I could just pay an editor, I would. Because I don't necessarily enjoy editing. I like the end product. I like the beginning product, but I don't like the middle where I have to sit there for hours on end. All right. Anything interesting here? Ooh, a little Slowbro first edition. Of course, that one's going to be the one that's bent. Nope. It's a little warped. It's not bent. Now, I am a Slowpoke fan. I'm not necessarily a Slowbro fan. But that card's decent. And it's first edition. And that little warp will come out, so we're not super worried about that. And then a Fossil Shelter. Again, it's a little warped, but it's not in bad shape. What time? Dang, it's 8:30 already. We've been doing this for an hour and a half. There's my boy Psyduck. It's actually in pretty good shape. If I didn't already have this card, I'd be stealing it, but I have it. Yeah, you got to organize your collection every once in a while. If you don't organize it, do you even like it? Like what? What do you think that if you think it's perfect one day, it's just going to stay perfect? You'll change your mind. We're sleeving Psyduck anyway. Tentacruel. It's pretty good shape. Yeah, a lot of these cards in the middle of the binder have been in really good shape. Which one is in better shape? As of right now, the Gengar in this binder is the one that's in the best shape so far. Still, I haven't found one that's in better shape than that Gengar. Which blows my mind that that would be the one that's in the best shape. Ooh, we got some first editions on this next page. It's not good. It's not terrible. Edge corners, yeah, I mean, it's bent. It's got a bend like all the way across the back of it. You can even see it on camera. Not good. It's definitely good enough. A lot of these cards are kind of warped. That's a cool looking Graveler. I like the art there. Yeah, pretty good shape. Geodude, first edition. That's clean. Pretty clean, yeah. Well, this butthead looks pretty clean. He looks good. Yeah, why couldn't the Ninetales be here? Ekans, first edition. Back's a little beat up, but otherwise not bad. Amistar. He's good. That's back on that one's actually really clean. Too bad it's just a regular. That Ninetales. Yep. Somebody sing a song. Worst condition in the binder is that Ninetales for sure. Krabby looking good. Nope. JK. That might come out. CB Dog. Yeah, I have a feeling most of this is going to end up on eBay. Like, I might try and do an auction. I don't know, though. I might try to just auction it all off as one and see what'll happen. But I have a feeling most of it's just going to end up on eBay. That Kabuto's in really good shape. Centering is awful, but yeah. Damage value and lower commons? Yeah. I mean, I might just take all the big stuff out and go that way. I don't know. I'm going to have to like price everything out and figure all that out. It's going to take a while. Yeah, I mean, it's not it's not, you know, the worst thing ever, but I mean, on cards these old, like you're gonna expect to see something, most of that, right? Oh, how are you doing, big boy? Too bad that's not hollow, but holy shit, that's still a big card, and he's in good shape. He's in really good shape. Yeah. Yeah. I'd give that a minty grade, 7 or above. He just snuck up. He was just hanging out in there with all the other regular boys. Horsey's in good shape too. Yeah, a lot of these cards are pretty damn solid right now. Ammonite, first edition. In pretty good shape. Yep, we like. He'd just be a common in fossil though. All right, I'm gonna try and move a little bit faster through the rest of this. There's still some good pages left, but also like I would like to eat and sleep at some point. I didn't expect it to take 2 hours for me to go through all this, so we're gonna move pretty quick. Oh, there's another one. Fossil Gengar, non-hollow. Actually in pretty good shape though. Other than the gushers. Before you send any card like this off to grade, you need to clean it. Yep, see a Bucker or GQ or 1 GQ. Yeah. I'm gonna get anything that isn't a hollow just pulled out real quick. Oh, speaking of hollows, we just got a Moltres chilling in there. A little rough, but not bad. Did I play when I was a kid? If by play you mean have a bunch of cards, then yes. As far as like playing the game is concerned, no. Quilava, Quilava. We're getting in some of like the Neo sets. Oh, Jungle Pikachu. We gotta pull that out. Oh, these cards are in great shape. Playing the game was having them and trying to get them from your friends. That's all we knew. Pikachu's in good shape. According to Adam, playing the game was seeing how much dirt you could get on a card before you put it in your binder. Apom. Mental. I grew up in Baltimore. There wasn't much playing Pokemon there. Bayleaf. Little Mankey. Oh, Lindsay, I think you joined a little bit late. You missed some of the good stuff. A pretty minty fossil, Hollow Gengar. Base set, Shadowless Zard. Base set, Shadowless Venusaur. Yeah, so the box came in the mail like super damaged, and I needed to check on like those cards because I had $4,000 of insurance on it. So if I was gonna have to file an insurance claim, I needed to check the cards that were worth the most first. Someone said something about a Jigglypuff earlier. There's a Jungle Jiggly. Nothing crazy left over. Oh, wait a minute. There's 3 cards in here. Hang on. Kabutops just chilling back there. No, the back of that card's beat. Poor Butterfree. Well, so far it's been 2 slots in the whole binder that have had more than the 2 in there. Most of these cards have been in really good shape. Snorlax, not so much. If you guys in chat had to guess, and I don't know the answer to this right now, so I'm not asking it as like a closest wins kind of situation. If you had to put a rough estimate on how much every single card in this binder is worth, where would you put it? Because I'm going to run all of this through my scanner, and I'm going to be able to tell real quick. And by real quick, I mean I have to sort everything, sleeve everything, and all that other fun stuff first. Well, Lindsay, I think you missed part of it, so I don't know that you would know, but if I had to guess, if I was a guessing man, and I just as an average, I said every card in here was moderately played to heavy played, I would put this binder at about $3,000. Yeah, 3 to 4, somewhere in there. But a lot of these cards are in better condition, so I'm going to have to sort them by condition, scan them that way, and then figure it out that way. Yeah, the Shadowless Zard is on the MP to HP scale, though. Probably closer to HP. And last sold on there was 1,000. The Venusaur is also shadowless, but is not as expensive as you would think. The Gengar, like 200 bucks, ungraded. Actually, I think more cards in here are in good shape than they are in bad shape. Than there are in bad shape. Yeah, that's why I put it somewhere at around 3 to 4. Like, there's just, also keep in mind, there's a lot of cards in here, right? I'm getting ready to kind of stack them all up in the camera. There is a lot of cards here. And if you think, like, a lot of this is vintage, right? So even the ones that are just regular commons still have value. And those are beat. I don't know if you can, like, look at look at the edges on that. Holy moly. Which one is this? No, the Venusaur is not first edition. It's shadowless. Just regular shadowless. You want to find bent cards really quick? Just put them in a stack. First edition is also shadowless in most cases. Shadowless is the second printing, and then unlimited is not first edition and has a shadow. Yeah, I don't know that I would put that Venusaur at near mint, but it's up there. Yeah, that's kind of where I priced it, somewhere around the $500 mark. And somehow we ended up with a fake card in there. I don't know how, but we did. So you actually, like, as far as quality of card is concerned, not bad, because this is your stack that I would say is like clearly damaged or not great or whatever, right? That's your stack of decent. And then all the other ones are in top loaders, so you're never really gonna know. I don't know. Maybe it's like something that I just don't know about, and maybe it's not fake. That's why I didn't rip it in half, obviously, right? But like as far as the amount of cards that we have here, I would say like $3,000 is low end. Because that's all the bad ones that I pulled out. But I'll go back through them again and again and again. All right. My hands are sweating. These are coming off. So what do you guys think? Do we like that kind of stream? I don't know. I was just trying to find a way to get out here and just chat with the people that I see in my comment section all the time, because y'all are killing it and I appreciate it. And I figured, let's show them some cool cards. Also, like, I've got a total of probably 4 hours of sleep in the last 3 days. I've been pretty sick, so it's been kind of, yeah, of course you liked it, Mark. You just see dollar signs in your eyes, you little fiend. Get out here. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's cool. Like, there's a lot of people, like, now you probably respect it a little bit more than you did when it was just sitting in your closet, right? I'll probably do another one of these when I get my buddy Cade's binder. His cards are going to be a lot less noticeable because a lot of them come from the black and white era, Diamond and Pearl. How's the Zardy looking? It looks a little better on camera than it does in person, I'll say that much. I'd put it somewhere around MP. I'd give it an MP. I'd give it MP. Kind of where I'd put it. Yeah. At MP, like, we're talking like, that's still good money. That's still good money. A lot better than HP. I quoted Mark at HP, and the last sold HP was $1,002. So I imagine that a step up from that is even better, yeah. Oh, is that Pokey Alec? Is that you? Oh yeah, you like Diamond and Pearl because that's got your Infernape. I didn't comp everything out at MP. I just assumed HP. I wasn't even gonna go through the binder this much, but I was like, I can't do a stream and just be like, here's the cards, cool, all right, let's move on with our life. Let me zoom out. There we go. But I mean, so many. Oh, you want me to? Oh, you're gonna look it up? Yeah. I mean, if HP is at 1,000 last sold, then I'd probably give it another like 400 to 500 bucks on top of it. Yeah. I mean, the difference between like a 6 and a 7 Zard is kind of crazy. Yeah, I bought the mat from the LCS. They're pretty easy to find. Like 30 bucks. You think 2K? Oh yeah. Yeah. So I mean, if we're giving it MP over HP, then I'd say that total binder value is probably closer to 4K. Probably closer. Lowest listed is 3.75 at MP. Holy shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I might bring it to you in person and see if you could take a look at it. My camera tends to make these cards look better than they really are. I would agree though. It's probably MP. It's probably somewhere. It's probably MP. And that Venusaur, I would put the Venusaur at LP almost, and the Gengar, I would put him minty. That's a minty boy. Am I gonna go to Caramel? I don't know. Probably not. The Gengar is minty. I don't know if you saw that one or not, but he's in good shape. He's in real good shape. There's only one little ding down on the corner, and that's pretty much it. Where'd the Venusaur go? Did I just like leave him in the middle of the pile? Oh, Darkrai? Does he follow my channel? I think I've seen a Darkrai TCG in my channel. How about the Warner Brothers Stamp Dragonite? He's in good shape. I'm trying to figure, Alec. Yeah, I put Gengar at 200. I'm trying to think how I want to sell these. Near mint hollows, yeah, the Gengar. This is probably the only one that would be near mint. The Venusaur is close, but I don't know that. I don't know that I would put it at near mint. Kangaskhan's in pretty good shape, little first edition, but the back is. Corners are all dinged. Yeah, I don't know how I want to do it. I bet I could. Especially because, oh, here's another. How about that? What do you think about a first edition Snorlax? It's tough. It's tough. Like, probably yes, but right now the grading price is so expensive. You got to keep that in mind. Yeah. I've been looking at these cards for so long I forgot what I've looked at already. The Hitmonchan was in pretty good shape. That's just a base. A lot of these are pretty mangled. Maybe close. Maybe close to a mint. There's a couple of dings. Magneton's not like a super desirable card though. No. I'm gonna take the big boys out and put them aside. Oh, There we go. There's the Venusaur. Centering is not great. And there's some whitening at the top that's just not going to come up. Those are dings. Yeah, it's shadowless. The hollow looks really good. I might take it to a card show as just like a collection and see how much I can get out of it. See if someone will just buy the whole thing. Because, like I said, I'm selling this for Mark. And while I would love to sell every single card individually, yeah, there's a lot of cards in here too that you just wipe them off and they'll look a lot better than they do. But there's some of them that like you can look at them and you can be like, okay, that thing is beat to shit, right? There's such a wide variety of ranges here. Like, I thought the Clefairy was pretty good. Yeah. Like some of them are pretty clean. So I'm gonna have to like go through one by one and kind of sort them out. Remember you, Logan? Yeah, I mean, I remember you from my comment section. Yeah, for sure. A lot of people that do it use like certain chemicals and stuff, and I don't like. One, I don't know that I have the patience for that, and two, like if there isn't a clear reward from doing it, then it's kind of tough. Damn, that's not bad, Andrew. I would definitely lean more towards the cleaning side than the repairing side. Repairing is one of those things where if like you really don't know what you're doing, you could just ruin the card. Grade the Zace. What Zace are you talking about? But also, Alec, I'm trying to get Goat Armor to send me a binder for these. So I'm like, come on, man, just send me a binder. Like we're affiliated. Let's go. Just I know we just got affiliated, but send me a top loader binder like right now. Yeah, the problem with restoring is you can make it ungradable, and then like the morality behind that is, yeah, I could probably take it to a card show and sell it and not tell them about it, and they would never know. But somebody's gonna buy that card. Maybe they grade it. If they grade it and it comes back altered, they're gonna be heartbroken. And yeah, you're removed from it, but I wouldn't want to do it. What if it's some kid, right? Like, what if some kid tries to grade a card that they thought was near mint and they just really wanted it and then it comes back altered? You just broke that kid's heart. You know, like you can't do that. The Mew was bent and you can see it. It's pretty bad. Oh, here you go, Alec. What grade would you give this one? Why did I put it in a sleeve? What grade would you give this one? That one's so bad. Poor Ninetales. That's heartbreaking, man. The Ninetales and the Zapdos in here. Ripperonis, man. It definitely can get worse. It definitely can get worse. What'd I do with that Zapdos? Where'd he go? Oh my god, some of these cards. These are the damaged cards. Vaporeon, bent to shit. Pidgeot, creased. There's probably like 4 different Zapdoses in this binder. Moltres, not in great shape, but not bent. Here's a cool one, Alec. First edition, Dragonite non-holo. He's in pretty good shape. Flareon's really cool, but not in great shape. Dragonite Stamp, another one. Did that Zapdos just run away forever? Yeah, I don't know what to do with it. I'll find it. It's got to be in one of these piles. All right, no. There's a first edition one. Oh, it's this one. He's beat up. JP banned cards. What's that? Japanese? No, this was everything in here was English. Unless you're talking some lingo I don't know. Poor Ninetales. Crazy. Yeah, that was the hardest one for me to see too. It was awful. Anti-perfect. I mean, if you were going for a PSA 1, that's I couldn't think of a better card, but it's not bent, so it probably still wouldn't get a 1. It's definitely got water damage. There was a Vulpix in here, but I don't feel like digging through 300 cards to find it again. The regular Ninetales is in pretty good shape. But yeah, this is going to take forever. This is going to take forever to go through everything and get it priced and do all that. It might be easier just to take it to a card show and be like, hey, I've got a lot here. I want $4 grand for all of it. What do you think? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've still got a lot I got to do with this, so I might end up just clipping a lot of the live stream here and adding that into content. But like, think of all the PSA returns, and yeah, I mean, like, it's unlimited. You start every short out, and you're like, All right, give me 10,000 views. I would try Whatnot if I had a following on Whatnot, but I don't. Oh, I mean, I'm not even gonna go on collector. I have a scanner. I'll run all of these through my scanner. Oh, you think my first stream would naturally get boosted? That's how that works. But I have a scanner, and let's see. That guy over there. I could scan and price all those cards in probably 20 minutes. So that's how I'm going to do it. I might, Alec. I don't know. It's just going to depend on time, right? And I mean, it may just be better for me to just list all these on eBay. If I can get them sorted by condition, it may just be easier to do it that way. Because I'm going to get, I'll be top rated here pretty soon. I'm going to get close to 90 if I sell them on eBay. Yeah. And they'll move pretty quick. I'm not worried about them selling. There's some that I'll probably put up on eBay tonight for like too much money and see what happens. Yeah. It's probably the best way to go about it. I was thinking though, if I could get rid of them all in 1 gig. Yeah, I mean, if anybody wants anything they saw there and they actually want to buy it, feel free to send me an email. I'm going to probably get these listed up on eBay. I could probably get them up there tonight. I could probably get them listed up there tonight. But I have to get everything sorted and priced, and I have to get them sorted. Once I get them sorted, the rest is easy. Pit big boy right in the middle there. Overall, though, been live for about 2 hours and some change. I'm getting a little sleepy. I think I'm going to shut this thing off and start processing all these cards, and I've got to be up pretty early tomorrow. So thank you so much, everybody that came out. If you have any questions or if you need anything, there's a link to my Discord in the description. There's a link to my email in the description. If you're interested in anything that you saw today, feel free. I'll have everything priced out probably within the next hour and listed. So the more I think about it, the more I don't want to deal with the WhatsApp and the taking it to card shows and WhatsApp and whatnot and taking it to card shows and all that. I could sell them off of my eBay probably with way less effort and still get 90%. Okay, yeah, message me on Facebook too. That's fine. Whichever way. But once again, thanks to Mark for sending me the binders. Appreciate it, man. It's really cool. Really, really cool. I don't get to see this stuff every day. And hell, there are people that live in this business that don't get to see this kind of stuff every day. And then thanks to everybody that stuck around for the last couple hours watching. I really appreciate it. But I've had enough.